All right, so today is the 24th of April 2026, and Bitcoin is still up, but we'll get into the news, data, and the charts right after I mention that this content is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making financial decisions. And with that being said, let's see what Colin has to say here and his amazing chart, which I've taken a look this morning. So if you look at this chart right here, would you say this is bearish or bullish with these bull flags here? Yeah, I would say it's quite bullish. Uh, if the price has gone up, then it's formed this bull flag, then it broke out, and now it's forming another pretty big bull flag. And what would you expect, considering that this is also a support zone here, right? Previous resistance turns into support. I would definitely think that it would break out to the upside. So everyone is turning bullish here, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Colin is spot on with this inverted chart. Now, if we look on the well versus retail delta that Ted has put here, we can see that there's not much else, right? I mean, it's just like he says here, is about to flip negative, which means there's mostly retail that is bullish at the top, right? Which is also the bottom of the bull flag. So you might consider that okay, it could break out, right? I mean, the Bitcoin price could break out of 80K and go higher. That's possible, but you have to look at the data as well, right? And as you can see, the whales are not really interested around here. So that definitely tells us something. Now, if we look at the open interest, yeah, it's still going down. Price has been, well, quite flat around here. Like I said, it's still quite high. The levels are yeah, still on top, but the open interest is going lower at the moment, and it has been climbing lower, going lower, and the aggregated volume also, as you can see, it's descending here, and the spot volume also. So yeah, volume is not really there at the moment. And finally, the funding rates seem to slowly turn green again. So yeah, I know there's still a lot of people shorting here. I guess this is why, this is also, I would assume that this is one of the reasons why the price still hasn't got that retrace, that dump that we are all expecting, is because everyone is short, like literally. So if we look at the liquidation heat map, we can see that okay, on the 24-hour, well, even on the 24-hour, it's increasing 48 millions at 79 272 5 75, was it? Yeah, 275. Now, if we look on the 3 month, so we can see on the higher time frame a little, you can see every time we take out a cluster, like we did here, people keep shorting. Like, look how much we've taken here, then we've taken from here, 300 million almost. And now we're forming up here at 79 and 150. So people are heavily short. I guess this is the only explanation in my mind why the price still hasn't retraced from these levels, and it's still high. Like it's unbelievable to me. Now, if we look on the daily, let's go to the daily. Not much has changed, to be honest. And now, clearly, we've been in a pretty decent uptrend from here to here. That's about 22%, which is insane. It's a lot. But we're still in this order block. So that gives me confidence that bears can still push this lower, right? So we can finally dump it lower to the 60 levels, which if we look on the 4 hourly, where was it? Okay, so if we look on the 4 hourly, right, we still have on the downside we have the 618, right, which will definitely be we'll see some kind of support around here. But if we look on the trends, right, this, not this, not this. Oh man, why am I not finding my trend? No, no, not this. I'm looking for my trend line from the bottom and I can't. Oh, okay, finally. All right, so as you can see, with this move up, the bottom of this channel is around 71, I would say. Well, if it depends on when it starts to drop, but around 71, 72K. So if bears, well, this will be definitely a decision point, right? But if bears will be stronger than the last time over here, then if they push it lower, we can finally see they push to 60s and below. Now, of course, you may argue, okay, but if it's done it already so many times and every time it bounced from the bottom of it, but yeah, that's true. But the more it touches the trend here, the downtrend, the less likely it is to bounce from the level, right? So I don't know. I have a feeling that the next time, if it touches it, because it might just break to the upside, right? That's well, as much as I would like it to finally retrace from this order block here and the top of the channel, I would like it to yeah, like as much as I would like it to drop, there's still a possibility I will break out from here. I don't expect it. I don't think it will happen. I'm still thinking and I still believe that it will get back here, but it's a possibility, right? So with that being said, if it finally dumps, I would expect this to fail and then push lower. Now, if we take a quick look on the Anchor VWAP, I'm just curious if yeah. So also the VWAP aligns somewhat with the bottom, with the yeah bottom of this. And if we take a look at the Anchor volume profile, we can see, yeah, the point of control is around 66K. And as you can see, there's not much volume around here. So most of the volume of for this entire range, because I would say we're still in a range, even though it broke above this. It's here. So this is where the most volume is, right? Now, if we look on the hourly, and I get rid of these, not much has changed. I've just taken a look about this. So we're in this parallel channel at the moment. I know I didn't draw it perfectly, but yeah, something like this. So Bitcoin is, yeah, still trending to the upside on the hourly. So as you can see, every time it touches the this bottom of the trend, it bounces off it. So yeah, I would say it's just a matter of time. It just squeezes here, so it's a matter of time until we'll find out if it breaks out to the break out, or it breaks down, right? So yeah, we'll just have to be patient. I'm slowly losing my patience, I'm gonna be honest, but yeah, this is crypto. You have to be patient because there's no other way for it, right? So we'll see what happens over the weekend. There hasn't been much news, at least I haven't seen any major news this week. I believe next week we also have the FOMC, so hopefully that will get us some volatility much more than that we had so far, and hopefully to the downside. So yeah, with all that being said, guys, I'll see you on Monday.